Up with KREM begins now.
Well, the snow is coming down. Here's a live look at downtown Spokane. A winter storm warning is in effect all day for parts of the region. We're checking on road conditions so you know what to expect to start your day.
And that snow has not stopped falling all morning. Live in downtown Spokane and across all of Spokane this morning, we're letting you know what the roads look like.
And it's not expected to stop anytime soon, as winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories already kicked in this morning, and it's going to be a near all-day affair.
And we're following snowplows in the region. This is a progress map letting us know which roads are being treated. Plus, you might want to check your bank account this morning. Wire transfers for stimulus checks began last night. We have updates from Capitol Hill, including why Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blocked the House-approved bill that would increase relief to $2,000. But first, breaking news. We begin right now in Leavenworth. Local authorities are giving the all clear after a bomb threat forced them to evacuate the downtown core. Downtown streets in Leavenworth have been packed as usual this winter season, but this video sent to us by Brett Anderson shows the empty streets and police blocking the west end of Highway 2, which was also shut down. Well, here's what we know. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says a 911 caller warned there was an explosive in a trash bin somewhere around 8 o'clock last night. The Sheriff's Office tracked a phone call where the bomb threat was first reported. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office says a 911 caller warned there was an explosive in a trash bin somewhere. That prompted the authorities to evacuate people back to their homes and hotel rooms. But just before 2 a.m., the area was searched and it was determined the threat was a false alarm. Investigators are still tracing the 911 call and say the caller will be prosecuted if found. Again, the Sheriff's Department saying the area is now clear. However, they are still investigating what led up to the situation. You can depend on us to keep you informed. Now to our other big story happening right now. Snow continues to blanket the inland northwest. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick told us it was coming. Thomas, what's the latest track on this storm?
Yeah, it pretty much started to blast through the air at around midnight, 1 a.m. this morning, and it has not quit, at least not in Spokane. That's about when the alerts kicked in. The winter storm warnings and the winter weather advisories pretty much everywhere across the region. The only difference between the two categories is just how much snow we're going to get overall, with those in the warning area probably going the most by the time we hit tomorrow morning. But this is just the beginning of it. We've got that first layer of snow on the ground, and it is widespread even through central Washington, Moses Lake to Ritzville, areas like Davenport and Grand Coulee already seeing that light to steady snowfall getting to blanket the roads overall. So this is going to continue basically all morning long, and making this probably the worst time frame of this snowstorm that we'll see. Almost looks a bit foggy because the snow has intensified across the downtown Spokane area, and since our temperatures just have not been above freezing the last 3 days, that snow just immediately began to stick on the road. So take it easy this morning. The snow continues all day long, save for maybe a little bit this afternoon. We do get above freezing today, meaning that there is a potential to see a rain-snow split, especially depending on some of the elevation changes of some of our regions. So we're going to be looking at that for this afternoon, and of course give you a city-by-city breakdown of how much snow we're going to get across the region between now and Thursday morning.
Thomas, thanks so much. A winter storm warning is in effect all day today for parts of the region. It's expected to last until tomorrow. Nicole Hernandez is tracking road conditions this morning to keep you informed so you know what to expect. So Nicole, what's it like where you are?
Yeah, Tim, so right now I am in downtown Spokane right now, and you can see those flakes are still coming down this morning. They haven't stopped since we've been out here this morning, and that means that the roads are looking pretty bad today as well. So as you're getting up and you're getting out of the house, just be prepared for a lot of snow on the ground, especially here in downtown Spokane. We were up north earlier, and those roads were a little bit better, those main roads like Division, than they are here downtown. But either way, as the plows are working this morning, they're trying their best to keep that snow off the roads, of course, but the snow is still falling, so it's still collecting, still creating that layer. So you're going to want to go very slowly. The traction, the symbol on my car was popping up several times as we were driving around this morning, letting me know that the car was slipping a little bit. So make sure that you are aware of that and careful. That could happen as you drive this morning. So give yourself the time to get up and out of the house this morning. Take your time, drive slowly, and give yourself the time to wipe off that windshield, because if you were parking outside overnight, then you are going to have a decent layer of snow on your car this morning. So moral of the story, take your time, give yourself that time, and go slow on the roads. Leave room between you and other drivers, and leave room for the plows as they do their job. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Nicole, thank you. And if you're wondering when plows are coming to your area, you can track its progress live. Take a look at your screen here. Here's a map of the snow removal progress of Spokane right now. The green means complete, purple means working or being monitored, and red means it's next. You can interact with this map right now by going to myspokanecity.org. Scroll down on the homepage a little, then click on snow info. You can even click on an entire neighborhood to see. This map is only activated during full city plows. You can also go to cdaid.org/snow for a similar map of Coeur d'Alene's plow schedule. Well, those pesky berms hopefully won't barricade you in your driveway this morning. The city of Spokane now has 17 snow gates. Those gates help plow drivers avoid pushing snow across driveways or alleyways. They won't completely eliminate driveway berms, but especially if you live on arterials that are plowed more frequently. Well, here's a list of snow removal hotlines for our area. You can call 311 for Spokane. Spokane County residents should use 509-477-2666. If you need snow removed outside city limits, call 509-755-CITY. For Coeur d'Alene, call 208-769-2233. Live customer service representatives will be available from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and there are some weekend hours during full city plow events. Well, here's a live look at Snoqualmie Pass this morning. So far, we are not seeing any closures from the snow. This is your reminder that if you travel on a pass this time of year, you should expect delays, especially on a snow day like today. If you still decide to drive on a pass, remember to stay slow and watch for slippery conditions. WashDOT recommends having a winter travel kit in your car in case of an emergency, and here are the items they recommend keeping in your car: a cell phone charger, a first aid kit, water and snacks, boots, gloves, and warm clothes, along with these other tools you see here on your screen. And of course, don't forget a full tank of gas. WashDOT is also asking drivers to be very careful on the roads this morning. Drive and accelerate slower and leave extra space between your car and the car in front of you. Troopers recommend not using cruise control in slick and icy conditions. Also, give yourself extra time to stop if you're planning on traveling through the pass. Make sure you have traction tires and chains as well. Check pass conditions before you leave. And like we mentioned before, city crews are out clearing the roads right now. So if you end up behind a snowplow, make sure to slow down and give them some extra room. Well, let's take a look at today's other big headlines. You might want to check your bank account this morning because stimulus checks started arriving last night. Electronic payments of the $600 stimulus checks are being rolled out as we speak. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin tweeted last night that paper checks will start getting mailed out today. Now, there is a congressional deadline to get payments out by the middle of next month to avoid tax season. Again, this is for people making less than $75,000 and couples under $150,000. So let's take a look at who qualifies for the second round of stimulus checks. If your 2019 reported income was $75,000 or less, or a married couple making $150,000 or less combined, you are eligible for one-time payment. The amount drops by $5 as your income goes up by $100. For example, people who made $75,100 will get $595. On Capitol Hill, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blocked a bill aiming to boost the pandemic relief checks to $2,000.
Once again, I want to applaud President Trump for signing the bill and getting this much-needed assistance into the pipeline. During this process, the President highlighted 3 additional issues of national significance which he would like to see Congress tackle together.
McConnell says the Senate will begin a process this week to focus on several priorities outlined by President Trump. Those include increasing direct payments to $2,000, Section 230 on legal protection for tech companies, and election fraud. Before the GOP-led Senate rejected the bill, the House approved it. The bill would have increased payments to Americans from $600 to $2,000. Several Republicans gave support, but 60 votes are needed to change the bill. It's worth noting that when it was passed in the House, it did have the support of 44 Republicans. Now, if you would like the latest news on stimulus payments, Washington's relief payments, or information on unemployment, you can text the word money to 509-448-2000 and we'll send it your way. A new variation of COVID-19 that caused massive lockdowns in Europe has now reached the United States. Experts say the variation is more contagious than the one spread throughout the world. This morning, what doctors who are monitoring think. Well, snow is coming down hard, and the Spokane County Fire Department wants everyone to stay safe on the roads, including their staff.
I don't want to get taken out trying to save you in a car wreck because some looky-loo decided that they weren't going to pay attention.
Spokane Valley Fire Department is pleading with people to slow down and give them space after a close call on Christmas. We'll hear from them in our next half hour.